my gaming for almost 30 years, and she gets it. That's why she doesn't bother me with it. Like, she knows her nights off, I choose not to game, and she's okay with that.
All right. Stream is live. Yeah. All right. Let's talk about positive things. Like, all the flux you get, you got a barrel you're storing it in, right?
Yep, it's the barrel.
At the corner of the.
If you're inside at the keep,
Yep, it's the one right here behind
it's
the light post, right?
exactly.
Okay, cool. Yep. So I know where to get it if I need it. Awesome. What? No. You look a little run down there, sir. All right.
Yeah, I know. It's tiring carrying all this shit in water.
All right. Back up here to this. Doop doo doo doop doop doo. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm starting to enclose the blacksmith area in their own little protected bubble. That way, because they're outside of the main keep, I wanted to ensure a little more safety for anybody who may be out here working. So I'm starting to this huge mountain of iron. My project today is to get as much of this moved as I can, and then make a path on this side of the warehouse because Soggy was having problems getting the cart up the front ramp. So I
Okay.
want to make it a little easier for him to get the carts in along the side of the warehouse. The less struggle, the better. So I'm gonna start filling this cart with. I'm gonna start filling carts with ore, ore. Damn, that sounded like a seal. Ore. All right. Put that ore in there. Eat. What's really funny about that money coming up missing too is nobody touched my high quality food that was in there. It's so odd. It's like if you needed the coins for something, just say something, dude. I mean, it's weird, so
Did
weird.
anybody leave the guild?
No, the only people that have been um out of the guild are ones that we've shifted into um the Holy Rollers to maintain positive control of that claim. That's it. Nothing else. So I don't know. It's weird.
Too bad there's no way to tell if anybody started a personal claim somewhere.
No, I know I did, but I actually got that coin from what Soggy had set up for maintaining the claim, which because of the issue, I went and put in the trading post so that it wouldn't come up missing.
Oh, you can use the trading to store coin?
Yeah. What you do is you go in there and there's a thing that says transfer coin, and you'd have to do it by each type. So what you do is when you click that transfer coin to the left side of the little window that pops up, there's a selector that's copper, silver, or gold. And then if you look, the slider is one is the scales, which is the trading post, and then the other side is a bag. Okay, so if you put the slider all the way to the bag, that puts it in your bag. If you put the slider all the way to the trading post, that puts your coins in the trading post. And it does not count against your weight.
Oh, okay, so it's like a sweet. I didn't know that. Here I am carrying it around, and yeah, it's not much, but it fucking takes up space.
Yeah, but it also takes up weight. You don't realize it, but that coin actually starts to weigh after you start getting up there. So you want to make sure that you pull that out of there. All right. Yeah. Um. What? Did you plant some crops with your alt out in
Yep.
Okay, good. Okay, okay. I wanted to make sure. I was like, okay, somebody planted some crops. I bet you that was Cole's alt.
Yep, it was. I
Yep, yep.
planted some the night before and I planted some yesterday. So I'm hoping
Yeah,
like tomorrow, tonight or tomorrow, and maybe Monday.
today, this evening, depending on what time you planted it yesterday, it should go middling today, which means you'll see it pop up as an actual plant instead of just the little graphic on that's laying on the dirt. And
Okay.
then um, it should go ready to harvest tomorrow, probably tomorrow late, because it's usually about a 48-hour turnaround right now with our crops. So if you plant it, expect it to be up, 48 hours later, maybe a day cycle more. It could even be a day cycle less. It just depends on how many weather cycles we get, because that's what it all is based off of is the weather cycles. Any day that goes from clear to rainy or rainy to clear, you get a growth cycle.
Okay. That kind of makes sense then. Should be good then.
Yep, and trees. It's interesting on trees because trees get growth cycles differently. Basically, every weather transition, trees get. Well, for every day that I think it's was it every day that it rains. Oh, I'd have to look it up. I can't remember off the top of my head. But the reason we get um, slower tree growth is because in the north they have more days that the trees grow on than we do. That's why the north grows trees easier than we do. And then we get a bonus on breeding because we have more clear days than the north does. So there's pluses and minuses about everywhere you live. That's one of the reasons why we tested things down here before the open beta so that we could know whether we were going to be, how bad we were going to be struggling for food, how bad we were going to be struggling for
Yeah.
wood. We knew wood was going to be the hardest thing, but now that's a moot point because now there's so many trees that have been planted on the island that I'm struggling to not go through and just cut everything down that's off of claims because
Yeah, but if
it's
we hadn't done that, we would have been short.
no, because we had a good growth cycle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we because of our plantings, we started growing plenty.
Yeah.
So, oh, I should have told Soggy he should have just come up behind the warehouse. Let's see. I gotta grab these. I'm deleting these walls until I get that fixed. keep forgetting I didn't let the alt guilds have permissions to delete on the main claim anymore because of issues.
Oh, okay. Well, between the two locations, we're getting 50 flux every harvest.
Nice, nice.
And that includes enough herbs to replant both.
Cool, cool. Do, 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 do,
Yeah,
do,
2 days,
do.
101 flux.
Nice. Yep. It's crazy. I've got 4 characters that are maxed out to their skill caps, and my 5th character is already halfway to maxed out.
Shit.
Yeah. There, that's that.
Hey, somebody put a log in the middle of this frickin' walk. I'm moving it.
Where?
Just inside the one gate.
Oh,
Somebody
oh.
dropped a log.
Yeah, that was being cut for some parts. Just if if you want, move it to the side. That way, it's not in your way.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Do 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 do. Digging up iron, scooping up iron, scooping up iron. Gotta scoop the irons. Nah, 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 nah. We has way too much iron ore, let me tell you.
Yeah, but there's probably never enough.
Well, I wouldn't say that. Uh-oh. I hear a horse. Audio bug.
It's me. It could be me. I'm heading back. I'm just going
Oh,
by the windmill.
huh, that was weird. Oh snap. Soggy went to the project cars. Alright. Oh. Do 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 do. Wonder how many carts there are of iron sitting here. See if I can keep a running tally of how many carts I move away from here today.
Yeah, that sounds like fun.
What's that?
That sounds like fun. You may not want to know that. You know that, right?
I may not want to know it, but when somebody asks me, well, how much iron do y'all have? I can go, well, let's see. 5 carts at 3,000, that'd be 15,000 iron ore. Yeah. We won't even go into how much copper is laying over there already.
Oh shit, I've seen piles of copper at places.
Why do you have a mountain of copper? Well, why not?
Copper used to be good for making nails. Now it's not anymore, is it?
No, no. The only thing that copper's really okay for is cooking pots. Lots and lots of cooking pots. Which the cooking pots can, if I remember right, the cooking pots can be sold to the crown.
That I don't know, but I did a couple the other day.
What's that?
I did take a couple cooking pots the other day because there was none
Okay.
over here
No,
at
no,
Holy Rollers.
that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely fine, man. It's a tool, man. You take the tools you need. It's like everybody else. There's no exception because you've been the herbalist the whole time. You're leveling another character, so you're going to need other requirements. If we run out of cooking pots, we just have to have more made. That's all there is to it.
Yeah, true.
I have my character that I'm getting ready to start going into the forging with, or the smelting with. And I've already got a kiln and a furnace set up for him over next to the copper. And he's just going to start smelting that copper. Because there's so much of it there. He's going to grind his skill off of smelting copper.
Well, that I believe.
Do 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 do. Let's see. Everybody except Marks is over there. Who knows what's going on there? Nothing is going on there. All right. Nice. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I don't know. Um, what in the heck is this thing doing? Come on. Oh. All right. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. All right. Almost. Almost time to take that horse out of there so I can put some more weight in. We'll do it now, cause. All right. There's that. Oh no, rock. I don't want rock. Okay. Well, I guess I'm getting rock. Cause there's rock in here too. It really is. Oh, and there's and and what's really funny is that the mountain that's behind the blacksmith area. I'm
Yeah.
I'm taking all of the dirt off of that mountain all the way down to um 39. Yeah, 39 is the level that it's coming down to. And then that entire face of that mountain I'm carving down. That's my that's my stretch goal for behind the blacksmith
Ooh.
shop, because what that's going to do is that's going to make more usable area within the realm claim, and that's where our bulk storage of ores, well, the next bulk storage of ores will be.
Oh, okay.
I just found I just found clay buried in the iron. What in the hell?
You were dumping it everywhere and anywhere. Come on.
Or I don't want to find junk in the ore. All right. Let's see. That was pretty full, right? 29, 26 out of 3,000. Yep, that's pretty, I'd say that's pretty doggone full. All right. Nice. All right.
Okay, so in theory, to get my advanced farming up when I start it, I have to have my nature's lore to 90.
No, no, 60. Nature's lore 60. The prerequisite
Oh, okay.
skill only has to go to 60 for the next skill to be able to go above 29.9.
Oh, okay. So then I would have to get farming to 60,
Correct.
then advanced farming I can take up.
Correct.
Oh, okay.
If your nature's lore is 60 already?
Yeah,
Holy mackerel. You went quick on that guy.
yeah. And then my
Cool.
farming's at 34.2.
Oh, nice. Nice.
So I'm just gonna bring it up by going to gather some silkworm.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of which, right over here, I've got a mulberry grove.
You know what? I think there's one over here too because I was looking around the other day and I found a whole shitload of mulberry trees.
Nice. All right. I'm going to use this cart right here as a temporary place for this rock and clay while I'm pulling it out of everywhere.
And there's freaking tons of hazelnut trees over here. It's unbelievable.
Oh yeah.
I wish they
Oh
put
yeah.
some in for them to be used as.
Well, they are. They're a easy source of food and billets. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. That's all they're really good for right now. They're also good for, like, if you want to make a hedge. So
Yeah, true. Never thought of that, eh? Shit. That'd be pretty cool that way.
I actually like using them as a decoratively, kind of
Yeah, it'd
like
be better than having trees all the time.
how the apple road is set up, how it's got the apple trees lining it. Some of our mountain roads I'll probably line with hazels.
That'd look actually pretty sweet.
Yeah, they make a nice little row of hedgery.
It's not bad. I'm getting 0.06 farming per silkworm cocoon.
Oh yeah, hell yeah. What food are you using?
I was just gonna check that because I'm actually down to 61.
Yeah. Um
Uh,
Make sure you're using up some of that food
76
that.
stuffed rabbit, and it's
Okay,
given
that's good. That's
me
good.
Yeah, it's popping me up to 3.5.
Yeah, yeah, that's what I was gonna figure. About 3.5. Sounds about right. So you're doing good. You got a good skill multiplier. That's good, good. Moving iron. This huge freaking mountain of iron and copper. We're gonna carve some faces on this.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
It'd be kind of funny if you could do things like that. I do want to get some of those idols made, though. Now that I think about it, then they added a new one. I want to put one of the Rob the Digger up for that in commemoration of the guy who passed.
Yeah, I like that idea. They've done it in a few other games too, and I like that for the community.
Yep. That and I like to terraform. So I mean, I think it's kind of obvious by looking at the camp that I like to terraform. So.
Yeah. Well, you know what? It adds that challenge to the game that some people like and some people just can't stand. I'm not a big fan of it, but I do it when you have to, right?
Yeah, wait till you see the path that goes up the face of that friggin' mountain when I'm done with it. Alright, there we go. I got a full inventory and dump some more. Got Mount Ironmore over here. I don't know if you noticed, if you've been around on the coastal road from, like if you went down Farm Road straight down to the coastal road and hooked a right and go
Mm-hmm.
down around the turn, um, Newcomb's done some of that, and then I did a little bit, but Indy has done a butt ton of widening to the coastal road over there. It looks amazing
Oh, nice.
going around the turn.
See, I'd love to see some of this stuff terraform. Like, actually, terraces would be so sweet, but I don't think it works well in this game.
Terraces, yeah. That's how I'm doing the farming. If you haven't been looking out front, but that's kind of the way I have the crops. I have them. They're 8 by 10 fields, and they're terraced.
Oh, so that's all. Yeah, that's right. But you you get to a point where that slope it kind of looks like crap. You know
I
what I
guess I
mean?
guess
That
it
slope down.
I mean, I guess it depends on because I can make it cut like I can make them so that they cut almost a 90-degree angle. So I
Oh,
mean,
okay, so
I've
yeah, it
got
would make a huge difference.
yeah, I've got some that you look at them and you're like, well, that's a little awkward. But then once it's flattened and finished, it's like, oh, okay, wow, that's a big difference. Yeah, we got, how many we have out there right now? We've got 4, 5. We got 5 fields that are complete, and I'm in the middle of working on one of them that I actually changed the design on. Instead of it being a flat field, it curves and goes downhill to go with the contour of the land so that at the bottom there, if you're standing up in the farm drawbridge on the farm road, the drawbridge on the farm road, you can actually see down to the oaks instead of having to try and guess if if what's down behind the ledge.
Right. Okay.
Because what had happened is the way the terraces were going down, the bottom one was going to be way too high, and basically a large group would be able to stage right below that bottom terrace and not be able to be seen from the gatehouse.
Oh,
So
right. Okay.
so I was like, what can I? Ah, I know exactly what to do. Just take this and then do the gradient downhill to where it kind of rolls over and makes an edge down. And then from the angle when you're standing up in the gatehouse, you literally can look straight down at the base of the oaks and be able to see anybody who comes between the oaks, which is the reason the oaks are there. The oaks are there so that when people come from another place and they come to the island, all they can really see at first is a big row of trees. They can't really see past them very well. So they come up, and then as they come up to see what's past them, we can see them coming under the trees.
Yeah.
Yep. And we ran a test out at um, the buffer zone on the land bridge, and
Right.
the trees will grow in the shallow water.
Oh, nice. That's gonna look awesome then.
Yep. So you can basically make your own, like, what looks like a mangrove area, which is again another one of those things where you plan it strategically to keep kind of not. I mean, it's not really hidden because everybody can see it, but the idea is to a little more positive control over what people see when they first arrive to the area.
Yep. That's brilliant.
I used to do it in what was that one game? Where trees obstructed your fog of war. Age of Empires. I'd leave the front rows of trees on the forests, and cut around them so that when the computer would come towards, they would run into the trees, and then they wouldn't be able to see where things were on the other side of the tree, and they'd have to come around them, making basically making choke points. Same idea.
Yep. And that it's a perfectly good tactic because then it bottles them up, right?
Yep. And then you let your archers lay into them before they get in range of anything, and it's like, oh gosh, I lost half my troops and I didn't even get in battle yet.
Oh, this looks. I just on my Facebook I got a thing from the Mechanical Warfare Museum in Salem, New Hampshire.
Mechanical warfare? Interesting.
Yep, Mechanical Warfare Museum, Salem, New Hampshire.
Interesting. What are you doing, mouse?
World War II weekend. New England's topping event, July 21st and 22nd.
Interesting. Yep, yep, yep. do 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 do. Well, I guess most of the people are not playing today early. They must be waiting for Judgment Hour tonight. Speaking of which, what flippin' time is it? Oh, it's only. I thought it was much later than that. It's not even 4.
Yeah, it's the 20 to 4 here.
Ah, jeez. All right. Almost done unloading this cart. It takes longer to unload it than it does to load it, it seems.
Bullshit, eh?
Why? Why do you fight me so, Iron Ore? But I tell you what, I know E-Rock wants lumps for the blunt bolts and the blunt arrows because he shot me in the flippin' head with one of the bolts and it broke my frickin' skull. I was like, oh God.
That'd be nice to have.
Problem is, you got to get to archery 30 to be able to use them.
Yeah, that's a. But to heal that, you've got to be healing 60 or 90 for broken bones. Can't remember.
Ooh, yeah, I don't know. It might be 90 for surgery. Let me look. Let's see. Doctor. Nope. Nope. 60 treat fractures.
60
Oh, wait.
fractures.
No, no, no. That's only arms and legs.
Yeah, it is 90. Perform surgery, heal wounds, fractures anywhere on the body. It's
Yep.
treat severe injury at 90.
Yep. No. All right.
That's a long run.
Yeah, it is because you need somebody. You need people to heal. Right
Yeah,
now, right now we're just not
indeed.
doing enough of the combat training. We need to pick up on our combat training.
That's it. We need to put aside a day, a week, or whatever for combat training, except for your healer, and that's all he's doing is heal,
Yep.
hit, and heal everybody.
Yep. That's what we're definitely gonna need to do.
But then again, he becomes low man on the combat training. Then when that happens, right?
Well, I mean, you just that's when you have people designated to help him with his combat on an off day.
Yeah,
That's all. It's all about give and take.
exactly. Yeah, even the way they planted their trees over here is haphazard.
Well, the bulk of those trees were planted by Kenny, and he just like literally he planted everywhere that he could put saplings because he was trying to get 100.
Oh, okay.
So they're just planted and planted and planted and planted and planted.
Well, it's pretty sweet though. I'm up 42 with my farming just by picking up cocoons from 30.
Curious, what is the quality of that? And this clay isn't even like the crappest quality that we've used that I just flippin' picked up off the ground. Oh, jeez, and I just noticed my flippin' hard stam is at 10. You know, I'm about to go get a couple of those stam potions.
Yeah, there should be some. If not, I can switch characters and make some.
I'll run and do that before I do any more because, jeez, gads. This, this guy's never going to hit 100 artisan. He's at 95.82.
Oh god, what are you getting for 0.001?
0.00014.
Ouch. That sucks.
Yeah. And let's see, what's my food multiplier right now? 2.6. So it's not even, my food multiplier is not even like horrible. it's,
No, that's a good food multiplier.
it's ridiculous though. Let's see. Do we have stam ones in here? That's willpower, intellect, antidote, strength. Ah, refreshing. Nice. Refreshing cocktail. Oh, wow. Wee. That refreshing cocktail was
Interesting, eh?
whoa. Look at the colors.
I know, that's just hilarious.
Wee. Oh.
It reminds me of the old Brewcraft in Warcraft.
Yeah, yeah. Drop the
Brewcraft
empty.
Festival, we walking around hammer it up.
The Brewfest. I actually have like the Great Brewfest Kodo and the Brewfest Ram. Yeah, I don't play that game anymore. That's like a lot of money just sitting there
Oh yes,
going to
I'm the
waste.
same way.
I just can't do it anymore. It's just
You know what? I tried going back to the old clan 2 or 3 times, and it's not fun anymore.
yeah, I had the same problem. Actually, let me drink. I'm gonna drink another one of these. Actually, I'm gonna drink a couple more of these. Wee tipsy.
I guess it depends on what your role was, right?
Yeah,
Sometimes you get burned out from it.
my primary roles were healer and tank.
Yeah, it was straight heals and then DPS. I don't miss I do miss the people, but I don't miss the game so much anymore.
Right, right. Do 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 do. Wee. I'm having way too much fun with the fucking refreshing preps or the refreshing cocktails. Well,
Ah, why not?
it's better than having to sit down and wait for my hard stam to come back.
Yeah.
And hey, what's a little bit of screen distortion? That's bare rock right there. Ooh, that means if I can get this dug down right here, down to the next layer of dirt or rock, then that will be a slide stopping point. Wonder how long those willpower cocktails last for. Because it'd be kind of nice
That
to carry more than 320 at a time.
Yeah, I don't think they last very long. They're like 30, 40 seconds, I think.
Ugh, that'll suck. That means they're not very useful for what I'm doing. I might, you know what? I might grab one to find out. Okay, I'm down to natural soil there. That means that's gonna be okay. That's good. That means this iron's not very deep. It just looks like it's a lot because it's slid down this hill. So there may
Oh, yeah,
not.
where you get a shovel full for each square and then back to normal.
Well, I um I went down about a block's worth, which is about I guess it was a little more than 10. And I'm down to rock and the grass covered dirt, which is the natural surface of what was here. So that means there's actually not as much iron here as I thought there was, because it's not very deep. I thought the pile was much deeper than it is, but it's not. I know down against the warehouse it's deeper, but right now I'm pulling it from a little bit higher first, because I like to start at a higher point, dig it down enough that I can take everything from one spot forward without a whole bunch more continuing to slide. Oh, didn't realize I was already full. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Actually, surprised Indy's not here. Not here yet. He must have stayed up pretty late last night or this morning. Cause he's usually on by now.
Yeah, because it's what his 5 hours, 9 o'clock at night
Yep.
ish.
Yep.
Okay, harvesting 170 pieces of silkworm casing, whatever it's called, got me almost 14 points in farming.
Nice. Now, is that just from over there?
Yeah.
Well, there's another like 2 dozen trees. No, yeah, there's probably about 2 dozen trees over here that can be picked yet too. Because there's my grove that I have here in the town, and then just outside the east wall, there's another little grove.
Okay. What can I do with it? Just
If you would,
can you sell it or not?
well, it's used for making silk. So what you do is you put it in the warehouse, and I use fishizzle to pull the silk filaments out of it, and then Indy turns it into silk cloth. And
Oh, okay.
that's what we need for our higher tier armors.
Okay, then I'll bring it over and I'll pick that shit over there.
Yep. I'm trying to get a good enough, good enough groves set up that we don't have to keep running around to different places to do the picking. Yep. Bunch bunch of digging iron. Oops. Do 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 do. Man, those stamp. I'll have to keep those stamp cocktails on me more often while I'm digging.
How many are we down to? Did you notice?
I don't know. There were still a few in there. I know you need. I think you need alcoholic beverage
Cider.
for them
Yeah, I think it's cider.
because I know that you get the bottle back after you drink the cocktail. So, and I put the bottles in. When I'm done with bottles, I put them in Eroc's cart over there so that he can make more.
Yeah, that's what I was doing too.
It's good to have a brewer.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know what I'm gonna do with this guy if I'm gonna take up his cooking or take it into brewing.
Well, I mean, if you're going up that tree, you can actually do both of them because you have enough points usually.
Yeah, well,
If
he'll
you pick,
have farming, advanced farming, right?
yep.
Then I'd probably just go into either food prep or brewing or both if I could.
Well, as long as you don't do any of the other trees or you put them all to down, and that's literally all he does, you'll be able to do exactly the same thing Fishizzle has done, and she's got enough points where if I needed to, I could, um, I could push her into brewing, but I, I don't particularly want to because we got E-Rock for that. So, and E-Rock plays pretty regular. So, yep, yep, yep. Oh, I'm already at max weight. Oh goodness. Cart 2 is almost full, but there's a bunch of stuff in there that's not iron also. Indy will be glad to see this, that I'm getting down to grass and rock relatively quick. You're like, whew, it's not as deep as that copper was. Because
Yeah,
that was
that's
one of
true.
that was one of the first tasks that I had Indy work on when he was a recruit. I had him work on helping me move that copper.
Oh, that was a nightmare, that copper pile. I remember it.
Yeah. I got dirt sliding here.
So I gather when this rain eventually stops, the crops will have a nice growth on it.
Yeah, that's one thing that is as a farmer, you want to eat. Here's the 2 days you want to farm on. You want to farm on a sunny day or a rainy day. It helps you know that as soon as you're done with your crop, the next day, the next weather change, you're going to have a growth cycle. Period. So you always want to farm on, want to plant on one of those days. Preferably you
Yeah,
want to harvest on a sunny day because it affects the yield, which most of the time it is a sunny day when I end up harvesting.
yeah. I'm just worried about because of my schedule that it rots in the field and then it's kind of a waste, right?
No, if I mean not really because mostly you're using it for skill. It's not really food that's a necessity right now. So
Yeah, true.
that's the nice thing about already having an established crops and the rotations that I have going over here is you don't have to worry about the stuff you're doing adversely affecting the group.
Yeah. Where do you want this silk
Um, if there's
cones?
room in the farming warehouse where the food is stored, throw it in there. Um, and then when I bring Fashizzle on later, the plant, um, I'll process them for Indy and then put them in Indy's barrel for him. That way he can turn it into silk. 29.98. Sounds like the price of something. It's not $30. It's 29.98.
That's right. Save a whole two days.
Yeah, me and Indy went through the. I went through with Indy last night of how we're gonna do the how we're gonna finish off the blacksmith compound after I get the iron moved. We got a lot of dirt to move yet though, because
Yeah.
there's a spot next to a blacksmith shop that's pretty high that we're gonna have to dig all the dirt out and then mine the rock off of it and all that goodness.
I'm just gonna stack this silkworm together. It's anywhere from level 35 to 41,
That's
43.
yeah, that's fine. There's no there's not much of a loss on that because Fishizzle's skill is over. She's actually almost 100 advanced farming. So
Okay. It's in the warehouse. There's 170 level 37.
nice.
I'm gonna stick my horse in the same warehouse just for the time being.
Yeah. Just don't forget it there. Never know who might go.
No,
Oh look, a horse.
don't you forget I put it in there before you start yelling at somebody.
Oh, I'm not. No, no. Right now, to my, I only put um 12 or so, I think, horses in my large horse stable over at Holy Rollers, and I'm up to 21 horses in there.
Oh shit, nice.
Yeah, yeah. The horse breeding is going very well. All right. Thank you, Trader Cart, for holding all this crap for me to figure out where to use it. I mean, rock is obviously being used for paving, and dirt is being used for terraforming, but that clay doesn't really have a place right this moment.
How are the beehives working out?
I actually haven't harvested off of them in forever.
Oh,
Can
that's not good.
can your I don't think you can do it at 0. I don't know. I think you have to be at least 30 to harvest the honey from them. I don't remember.
Yeah, advanced farming, 30.
Yeah, dang it. I'll have to when I log for Shizzle in later to plant, I'll I'll harvest from them. I mean, we have a bunch of honey already, so I mean, it's not like E-Rock is going through the honey because oh shit, that reminds me, I gotta brew it for him, but the kitchen needs repairs, so because it was at 100% and then they patched last night and I logged back in and immediately when I logged back in, the kitchen was on fire.
Oh, awesome.
Oh yeah, I messaged the devs. They're like, "Yeah, the patch may have done that." I was like, "Really?"
Fix it, jackasses.
they can't. They can't do that stuff. the way the admin system works, they can't do those kind of things. They can't just repair something. It doesn't work.
Oh, okay, I didn't realize that.
yeah. Yeah, if you could you learn that in being an admin in your own. You learn how very limited the admin account actually is.
Go figure.
Well, I mean, it. The good thing about it is it promotes the fact that GM abuse is not as significant. Now, they can build buildings and things like that, but the problem is they're always um, 50 quality. Anything they spawn in is generally 50 quality.
Yep. Yeah, that's true.
Now, recently I did notice in your own that you can put in the quality and you can spawn yourself 100 quality. But the problem is the durability is not 100 quality durability. It's still only what the durability of what 50 quality would be. So, it's kind of weird. I'm just like, that's odd. But eh, I I don't have a problem with the way it is. I mean, for such a small dev team, they haven't done absolutely horrible. I mean, I've seen worse. Just like I
Oh
was
yeah, that's
I was
true.
I was complaining about the dual universe dev team, and I mean, I didn't know the extent of the problem because, when I was in there, nobody else is having the problem that says anything that I was having. Basically, there's
Yeah,
a
and if there's a problem, people gotta speak up because they won't fix it if they don't know about it.
but apparently it was a problem that they had actually. I guess they already knew about it, but I didn't see it anywhere in any of the patch notes or dev blogs or known issues. So, and they weren't saying anything other than, "We're working on it," and it's like, okay. And then they come out with this contest where they're doing a building contest for outposts that runs till March, and I'm like, I can't even really play very well with the graphical issue, and you're gonna run a contest, which means that it's pretty much not fair to your entire community because only the select individuals who are not having graphical issues are the ones that can participate because I can't build anything that looks anywhere near what I would like it to look like. Like literally to test the physics of flying, I built a flying pizza box because I couldn't I couldn't design anything. So
Nice.
I made a platform using carbon fiber material. I strapped some engines onto it. I strapped some fuel tanks on it. I put a seat on it and gyro, and then that was it. I went flying around. I was like, okay, the flying physics are pretty cool. I don't like the fact that it. Um, I didn't notice any way to like turn off inertia dampeners or anything. So
Okay.
as long as you have the proper up thrust engines for the weight that you have on top of them, it'll just sit there and float until it runs out of fuel.
Awesome.
So I was like, that's a little odd. Where like in Space Engineers, if you turn off the inertia dampeners, those engines that hold it up don't hold it up. It'll drop like a rock. So, and then they have atmospheric engines and then engines for space, and they take two different fuels. And I was like, that's pretty cool. So I strapped a after getting it to fly around and see the in the atmosphere of how it flew. I strapped some space engines on there and uh, made it break the atmosphere, and then I put it into space, and then I couldn't figure out how to get it to stop because uh, the um, what are they? The retro
You're
engines, the retro engines that are used to keep it stable in space and make it so that it only fly. You can change direction and stop it and stuff like that. I could not get the retro engines to stop, so I'm sitting there flying through space at like 8,600 kilometers a second. I'm like, uh, the
in a
planet.
straight line. That's awesome.
I'm like, the planet is going away. I can't get this thing to stop. So I ended up having to turn it around and throw the space engines into full to get it to slow down. And then I couldn't get it to stop. It's like, God dang it. So it'd have been nice to be able to actually, to actually be able to see everything and be able to actually build a ship and start putting, engines in places to get it to actually be controllable in space. But eh, their 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 game engine's doing pretty good. So if they can fix the graphical, it'll definitely be interesting to play. And I've already started an organization in it, so which is the same idea as a guild.
Right. Oh, that's cool.
But they plan on having um, trade, bounty system, so you can be a bounty hunter, smuggling. You know, the smuggling obviously is going to be community driven because all of the government and everything is all like this. It's community driven. It's completely sandbox. So you go to
Oh, that'd
one,
be blast.
you'll go from one star system to the next, and the the laws are going to be different because a different group of people are governing the different areas. So it's pretty interesting so far. Looking at the voxel, it's a mixed building system. There are prefab parts, and then there is the voxel system. So, and the voxel tools are interesting. And it,
Trading for raw materials, make up your own shit. That'd be pretty cool.
oh yeah, and once they get it all set up and it's not just in the sandbox building mode that it is right now for testing, you'll have to actually mine for resources to be able to build, and I mean you're going to have to terraform and things like that to get things to look the way you want it to look. So it's interesting.
Yeah, definitely.
Of course, unfortunately, because the NDA, I can't stream anything from it, but the joys of pre-alpha. Run! Run! Yeah, see, I still have so much room for iron up here.
Oh, definitely. It's a pretty good layout so far.
Oh, it'll be nice if I can get the Sleeper's Hammer building kits. They're gonna take they're gonna take a couple weeks though, because I've got to grow the trees, I've got to mine the iron, I've got to grow the flax.
Now, why do we need? Does it have to be Sleeper's Hammers kits? Can it be any kit?
No, no. What it is each building of the upper tier buildings that requires a regional ingredient. It's a random it's a random choice of what you get. Um, the way the game is broken into the squares, there's an
Yeah.
algorithm that it runs based off of something that's tagged in each square. So when you place a building in a certain grid, it comes up with a random regional requirement. And
Oh, okay.
right now, our large warehouse is random regional ingredient. There's actually two different ones. It's got Western domain doors, which is nothing. I've got that, and then it's Sleeper's Hammer building kits.
Oh, okay.
And what's messed up is everything else is in that warehouse already. It literally just needs the two Western Domain door modules and the two builders kits.
Oh shit, figures.
Yep. And just like the large stable for here, the only thing it needs is the two Western Domain building kits, which I already have those materials lined up. I'm just um waiting for the guys.
Okay, I just this crop here of silkworm. Where's the other one again?
Just outside the east side here. If you go out and nope, you're going the wrong way. Come this way. East. Outside the wall. If you go outside here and just down there past those maples, you'll find a bunch of mulberries down there. Just down there near the coastal. I mean, not too close to the coastal road, but just down there in that tree grove.
Okay, cool. Thanks.
Yeah.
Holy shit! Look at this freaking wood.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep.
They didn't cut them down.
Well, I told Indy he was working on his artisan. I told him to go ahead and go outside the east wall and just start cutting all that stuff down, except the mulberries.
Okay.
So that's what the plan is over there.
Be right back.
What, Key Cat? Woohoo! Yeah. Slide it. Slide it. Yeah, yeah. That's funny. Here, here. Let's move this over here. That way you move your butt off my mouse pad. Thank you. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. What? What do you mean that action's currently unavailable? Really? Ugh. Oh, shit. Oh, you think so, huh?
I'm back.
That's okay. I got myself stuck.
Just need a hand.
No. I hopefully when I log out and log back in, it'll drop me on top of the. Okay. Wow. Weird. A prayer per day keeps the skill loss at bay.
That's
uh,
awesome.
I love the hints. Especially I love the one. Always remember, life is futile.
And it's so true.
Everything's futile.
How's your courses going?
They're going. Oh nope, it didn't. It didn't correct me. All right, I need your help.
Hang on.
Stupid thing. Well, actually, let me see if it'll let me pray home this time. Oh, action is currently unavailable. Fucking retarded game. Let me go. Screw you. That action isn't. Can't do jack.
Okay, I'm on top copper pile. Where do you need me?
I need you to come move just get on my horse cart that's over here behind the blacksmith's warehouse and back it out for me so that I can get unstuck. It's jacked up because I wish it would let you choose which way you get off the dang horse or off the cart, but it drops you. Sometimes I've been dropped on the right side, sometimes I've been dropped on the left side. I thought it was supposed to be when you held the direction that it let you off, but it doesn't do that. Yeah, you're gonna want to come around the other side of the building. Stand at the back of the cart, look at it, and do get on horse, and it'll put you on the cart. And then just back her down till I get unstuck. Oh great. Don't you drag me with him. Let me go. Let me go. Thank you. Thank you. All right.
No problem.
Now I'll have to wait for the timer, but that's fine because I'm the one that got it stuck. So
Now, see, when I exited, we on top of the cart so I could jump down.
Must be nice. It pinched me right between the cart and the iron. Yeah. Have a little stuffed rabbit and a little refreshing prep. Get a little tipsy. Dig some, dig some iron. Damn you, dirt! Stop falling down the mountain on me. I don't even know where that dirt's coming from now. Oh, is that where it's coming from? Is it coming from Baron's platform right there? Oh, it is. Oh. 50 seconds!
Nice. At level 51, I'm still getting 0.065 per pick.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
And I still don't have my power hour available.
Yeah. Do 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 do. Oh, you're already full of dirt. Well, I'm down to rock underneath. So I may have gotten the iron off of this pile, but I gotta get this level low enough that it's not gonna slide anymore from above. Oh, nope, there's some iron. Yep. Gotta get bodies, gotta get bodies. Got 3 places to occupy with peoples. I've barely gotten any iron picked up so far this time. Been barely any iron here.
What is it then?
I'm getting
Just dirt?
a lot of dirt. Yeah, a lot of damn dirt. Where Baron made a platform that he was coming out of the mine up there, it's all sliding down to where I'm digging right now. Which is why I told him not to
Oh.
do I told him not to do that, but
Now, with you digging that out, won't it affect his platform up there? Won't it start to slide?
oh, it's coming down.
Oh, okay.
But where he's been digging now is um is not from that platform anymore. Went down to the side of it.
Oh, okay.
So that platform is irrelevant now. He made that way back when we first started the camp, and they just started when they were mining. They just started ejecting it out the mountain. I mean, when I told him to go ahead and eject it out the mountain, I didn't mean cover the entire side of the mountain with iron, but whatever. It'll get used
Oh,
eventually.
definitely.
I should be getting pretty close to what? Granite? What?
Really?
I'm gonna shoot him. Oh, my shovel broke. This cart should have granite in it. Yep. All right. So far, it's looking like this cart full is going out in front of the wall. Because I've barely gotten any iron from it. It's been mostly junk. But that's fine. I mean, getting the mostly junk out of there is got to be done too, so. Okay. Oh, there we go. Now we're getting some doggone iron. Scoop the iron, scoop the iron. I just remembered. I've got pizza in the fridge. In my mini fridge.
Daughter's cooking pierogies, so.
Yeah, I'm not too keen on the pierogies. Now, when we go to we have a Japanese steakhouse and hibachi. Now, when I go there, they have these ones that are filled with um, beef and something, but they're okay. Just not one of my foods of choice.
Just so you know, just past, I don't know if you can see where I am, just past our hill off to the east
Yeah,
on the downward slope,
yeah.
whole whack of trees were cut down, but they were never uprooted, and the logs are just laying here.
Yep.
Okay.
That's probably what Indy was working on. We have to make the island less desirable for squatters.
Yeah. But I thought leaving the trees in routed without uprooting screws up the server or something. Or was that just with your own?
It's actually it actually causes some client lag when you initially come into the area
Oh, okay.
because the client has to decide whether it's rendering a stump or a tree.
Right.
So it causes a little bit of client lag. But it takes a lot of stumps. Like fields and fields of stumps to do that. Like when I go through the Japanese area right after they've cut down all the trees and not uprooted yet, it's like, oh Jesus. And I don't know if you've ever noticed, but there's that little teeny tiny island way over in the corner from us. They're part of our alliance now too.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, they're like unshackled nobles or something like that.
Yeah, in the very, very far corner of the same grid we're in.
Yep.
How the hell would they get out there? You'd have to swim it.
Oh yeah, it's very, very, very long swim.
Well, hopefully there's enough stuff to be self-sufficient, but it looks pretty sweet looking on the map.
Yeah, I mean, it's tiny. One
Yeah, you're
claim.
definitely not getting invaded because nobody would want it.
Well, there's not enough. There's really not a lot of room for expansion. Like the expansion that we've done, if this island would have been more populated, we would have had a lot more problems. The good thing is me and Valiant got here first. We got claims up and secured the island before it got
Yeah,
too
true.
popular. That and from what when I talk to some of the bigger groups, they don't have any interest in this island because there's not really. I mean, it's not a if especially if they're a warfaring group more so than what we are, then it's a bad spot because they literally to go to war they have to swim everywhere
Yeah.
and water is treacherous.
Yeah, especially if you're in your armor and your horse and everything else, right?
Yep.
Because you got to float that fine line between overburden.
Yep. That and if you need backup, who you know what I've done is made it so that we can get backup relatively quick by making the land bridge. Problem is, I can't seem to freaking. It's not letting me give a guild access to that claim. It's only letting me give individuals.
Okay, I just dropped another 250 silk into the barn.
Awesome, awesome. That should be five. I think that's the five. 10. I
So
think that's 10 hanks of silk. I think.
nice, that's okay. So that brought me up a total of 15 points, basically, in farming.
Nice,
I'm
nice.
at 55 now.
Oh, nice. You're 6 from being able to plant any crop.
Yeah, because then I can add at 60, I can do cabbage, grapes, and potatoes.
Yep, which is the top tier. Ooh, nice. I just got down to grass. That spot's done. Desert rats have declared war on crows. That's right, you better ride away. So I'm going to call this maybe 2¼ carts of iron because this one is mostly dirt and rock. There's some, there's a bit of iron in there, but not enough to say it's a cart full of iron.
Do you want me to close the west drawbridge?
Um, yeah. I'm working on some terraforming along there to get it make it so that it's. Oh, nice. Oh, that's a horrible audio bug. Wonder if it'll go away if I put the horse away. Let's see. If not, I'm gonna have to relog. Yay!
Alright, be right back. I'm gonna get some food. I'm gonna leave him walking his horse.
Good luck.
Oh yeah, it's a pretty straight run where I have him aimed.
Oh yay!
I'm back.
I was taking. I was partaking in medicinal refreshments of the alcoholic nature.
Nice.
Watching my screen go. Yeah, there's only like 3 inventories full of iron in this cart, so almost a third of the cart was iron. which is really not that much.
No, but it all adds up, right?
Oh yeah. I mean, the thing is all the crap that's in there with the iron is stuff that is going to be used in other places. So no waste. Oh man, I forgot to look and see what Olympic Olympic events were going on tonight. I'll probably stream for another hour or so, and then watch some Olympics, and then probably stream again later. But for now, oh shit. Okay, so there was more there. A couple of them were buried. Still not as much as a full cart. Still only at about 2.5 carts full. That's 7,500. 70. I've moved 7,500 iron roughly. It's a lot of freaking
That's
iron.
okay.
7,500 iron's a lot of iron.
It's a lot of silver if you want to sell it all.
Yeah. All right. Take this rock over here to this trader cart. Because I'm going to take this horse cart that's going to be full of dirt now out front by the um, farm where I'm terraforming and add it to that. And then that trader cart only has rock and clay in it. There we go. I have that gate open over there? I do. Good. Do 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 do. Brakes! Screeching halt. Alright. Uh, ah. Alright, and this needs to go to 17.5. That was weird. What kind of numbers I got here? 10. So there's 270. 210. There's 270. 20. Yep. Yeah. Hmm? There we go. Man, with this crappy weather, my horses won't be breeding today. Well, they still have a chance to breed, but much lower. Do 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 do. Diddle do 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 do. All right, let's see here. Coming along nicely. Coming along nicely. Go, Dirt, go. Do 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 do. The dirt is a lie. The dirt is a lie. Oh wait, never mind. That's the cake. The cake is a lie. All right. Do 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 do. I tell you, our architect really needs to get his rear on and get some more of these wall sections up. The terraforming's only going to do so much. Eh.
User entered your channel.
Oh, look, he's a Russian. Hello, Russian. Yeah, dude, it was crazy, man. Remember how you repaired the kitchen to full?
Yeah, man.
Well, the friggin'
What's up?
the patch last night. I I logged back in like immediately after the patch was done, and the kitchen was on fire. I was like, "What the hell?" I ran over there with repair kits real quick. It was like,
Yeah.
"Wait a minute, nobody's been on to cook. Why is it on fire?" And I messaged one of the dev team, and they're like, "Yeah, the patch could have done that." And I was like,
Shit happens.
and then
Sorry.
yeah, he's like, "We're sorry." I was like, "Okay, can you come give me some at least come give me the repair kits to fix what your patch broke or something?" Nope, nope. Sorry, nothing we
I
could do. I was like,
listen to him. Type that into him.
type what into who? What's that? What is that one?
That means bitch. Sikablia.
Oh God, yeah, that's what they need. They need me to start cussing them out in their own language. I don't think that'll
Yeah.
do very good.
They
Well,
would understand you so much better and listen to you. I'm telling you.
so what you're
They'd
trying
be
to say
like,
is,
all right, this guy understands us. Okay, we can work with him.
well, the thing is some of the dev team that are on Discord they're not like direct part of the dev team, so they're not all Russian. Like I
Yeah.
guess I think Arrakis is Canadian. Oh gosh.
Здравствуйте, Sikablia. Hello, bitch. Oh, I was captioning the other day at work, and I had to caption the word anesthesiologist. And I looked at how big it was. I was like, that doesn't seem too big of a word and that hard to pronounce. And then you take a foreign word with that many letters, and it just seems like the longest word in the world. It was pretty nice. Still updating. It's
It's all good, man.
pretty. Oh, you were saying the apple trees. Are you talking about the ones up on the hill behind the blacksmith area?
Yeah, I
Or
want them.
okay,
I want them gone so they can all go to repair kits.
okay. I didn't want to touch any ones that might have been the wrong ones. So Yeah.
Gotta get this. Right now, I'm starting to move all of the iron from behind the blacksmith warehouse so that I can finish terraforming and securing the blacksmith's yard.
Yeah. Are we the only two active right now?
No, Cole was here. He's. I think he said he was stepping away to get some food for a minute. So he's probably scarfing.
Great munching, dude. So, in the ending of like middle school, towards the end of high school, I was smoking a lot, and everyone knew me as the kid who had snacks.
Snacks.
Like, dude, I would literally be on the bus in the morning. Someone would be like, "Hey, you got something to eat?" And I just pull out a fucking like granola bar out of my pocket. Someone's like, "You have something else to eat?" It's like pull out 2 packs of fucking like gummy bears out of my fucking other pocket. And I have shit in my sweatshirt pocket, and I have food in my backpack.
What the hell?
Dude, I had snacks throughout the whole day, and everyone asked me for snacks. I even do it at work too. Like now, I'll always have a snack, and someone's like, "Yo, I'm hungry as fuck," and I'll just pop over my cube and be like, "You want this?" Habit never dies.
Sorry, I'm back.
There's Cole. Da, da, da.
So I think I'm gonna get a shirt or sweatshirt that says Sukabliat on it.
Oh
Wear
God.
it to work.
Oh jeez.
No one will know.
Until somebody types it into Google, and then they'll be like, "You gotta take that shirt off." I'm like, "What? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're
I'm
talking about."
already in enough trouble at work.
Uh oh. Uh oh.
It wasn't really my fault. It was something really fucking retarded. Oh, that's nice. That's pretty neat.
Oh, they added a new idol last night as a tribute to a person who founded a group that does a lot of terraforming. The person who leads their group passed away, so the dev team put in a special idol as a tribute to him.
That's cool.
Yeah.
What is it? Just a giant shovel?
No, But his name is Rob. The idol is Rob the Digger.
Huh. That is a lot of wardrobes.
Yeah, those are for my straw storage for the large stable that's gonna hopefully be up tonight. I have all of the stuff lined up for the trade, and every time my trade partner gets ready to come out here to trade, they get freaking overrun by the Chinese.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, come on.
Will a trader cart fit through the door of a warehouse?
Yep.
Okay.
I've stacked trader carts inside the warehouse before.
Okay, because if I get this warehouse, putting my trader cart in there too.
Yep. Yeah, once I get more stuff done here, I'll start getting that stuff a little more separated. I'll take the carpenter stuff that's in there out of there, and because I already moved the regionals out, so I'll actually
Be right back.
probably
Alright.
take those workbenches and put them inside the keep. And if you go inside the keep, the entire stairwell that goes all the way up to the roof is lit.
You make like those floor lanterns or whatever?
Yeah, I finally got to the point where I can make floor lanterns.
You want me to start moving them in there right now?
They're already in there.
No, the tables.
Oh, if you want, you can put them on the ground floor that has the monument in it, where the monument sits on the ground, and they
So
can
wait,
go
I'd have to go up the stairs
and then
around,
downstairs.
and then down the stairs?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know why they did that design to that keep, but I mean, it's the bigger keep, so I hadn't built that one before. I had built the small keep where you literally go in at the ground floor, and it's I think a story or two shorter than that one.
Do these fires, the floor lamps, run out
No, they're
so I
just
can turn it on?
yeah, they're just like the lampposts.
Oh, it's
They,
off.
I was gonna say they should be on.
That one is off. That one is off. They're all off.
Oh, I bet you server reset turned them all off.
Makes it sound more homey in here when you have them on.
Yeah, the crackling. I put one on either side of my throne.
You have a throne now?
Yeah, it's up. I've had it since the first day that Indy could make silk. I was like,
Oh.
Indy, here's silk. First 5 silk cloth come to me for the throne. And he hurried up and made 5 silk cloth and gave it to me, and I made the throne.
Where is it at?
If you go to the top floor before the roof and go into the big room, that's where the throne room is.
Oh. I like those. It doesn't look very silky.
I know, right? It's like it doesn't even look like it has a cushion. Why did I have to use wool packs and silk and all that stuff for the throne when it doesn't even look like it has a cushion? I want to get to 100 carpentry and be able to make the decorated stuff.
Wait,
Because the decorated throne is much nicer.
I think these just went out. So I turned all the ones going up, and then the bottom 2 were off.
Well,
Well, I'm gonna leave them on
well,
and see if they're still on.
inspect them and see if they have a durability. Maybe the floor lamps do burn down.
I will. I'm gonna move a thing in there first and see if they turn off by the time I've moved it in there. You just want the tables in there right now, like the workbench and the tailor's bench?
Yeah. They're just in there for if we're under siege and we need, you know, to be able to build stuff. So just like on that bottom floor, there's a little room, and I'm gonna make it an armory.
Hello.
Do do do. Do do do. Oh wait, let's see. Here. Ding ding.
Oh my lord, they opened the
ding,
door and I
ding,
just smelled
ding.
pizza.
Hey, that's what I had last night. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Are you locked up? Oh, there we go. Did you just have a little lag spike?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. So it was the server and not the client. Alright, so I gotta get 2 more blocks ahead of this, and then I can go down to the next level and start clearing it off down to the dirt.
Oh, it has full durability.
Okay. I was just maybe it just wasn't showing for you, and when you walked away, it when you did the light, it actually turned it off.
I don't know.
Who knows? I just found a paved section under the iron. By the way, there was a road here. Oh, thanks. That means I'm getting pretty low in that block. That's good.
Do you want the wardrobe in there too, or the wardrobe to stay in the warehouse?
Now, that wardrobe's gonna go in the other warehouse, and I'm gonna clean out the carpenter stuff out of it.
Okay.
Because the carpenter's warehouse already has, the carpenter shop already has a wardrobe and a chest in it, so don't need to have another one.
But you're leaving that wardrobe in there?
Well, it'll like I said, it'll be emptied and go to elsewhere. By the way, there is a 100 quality mallet that should be in there for you.
Okay.
Yeah, I made 100 quality mallets. First 100 quality tools in the camp.
Neo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take all this level 60 and 50 wheat and make it into grind it.
Flour.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Cole, that picture of that Canadian woman and everything, is that your tattoo?
No, I wish I don't. I've never gotten a tattoo, but that's pretty. I liked it when I seen it.
Yeah,
That's
that's pretty awesome.
See, that's not a Canadian Mountie. That's a Canadian Mount Me.
Yeah.
Exactly. No, I'm not a big fan of tattoos, and it's just personal.
Oh.
But I seen that and I went, that is freaking cool.
I have 33 tattoos.
Oh, I get guys at work and even girls at work that have complete arms, and the guy's got a back done. And
Yeah.
I have one tattoo right now, and I'm looking at getting a few more.
I have so many because That was also one of my jobs. And I still have all of my equipment. And it's funny because I always get asked, how in the world could you tattoo yourself? Very carefully.
Oh, so when I played Call of Duty on the PS4, I had a clan leader who was a tattoo artist, and we were doing some practice for the clan stuff. And he was like, "Hold on, give me a few minutes." And all of a sudden, you just hear, and he was tattooing his leg upside, like he tattooed himself upside down,
Yeah,
and it was a nice, clean ass tattoo.
that's how I did my legs.
Yeah, I was
Basically,
like,
fold myself in half to tattoo my legs.
yeah. And it's like doing it. It looks so nice and everything. I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Oh, I'm just tattooing myself in my bathroom right now."
my my middle child, that was her soothing sound to go to sleep. She'd be sitting in her uh, bouncer, and as soon as Dad would start tattooing, she's out. You're like, okay. Kind of like how some
That's
people.
awesome.
It's kind of like how some people can't sleep with like a fan on, without a fan on, because of the white noise. It's the
Yeah.
same. It's the same idea. It was just it was just hilarious because you don't think of as a soothing sound.
You know where I got my first tattoo?
Mexico.
No, like on my body wear wise,
Uh, nope. I don't know if I want to know this.
on my ribs, on the
Oh,
side.
oh yeah. No, that's a horrible place. That's
It
that's
didn't.
that's a horrible place for your first tattoo.
Hey, the next ones won't hurt as bad.
Oh hell no. If you can endure your stomach and your ribs, then there's not too many other places that are that bad.
Oh,
I mean,
it
the
was
the
like,
palm of your hand is pretty bad, but
yeah, it was like. So you go from your nipple diagonal to your ribs, kind of. That's where it is. So it reaches around to the very side of my torso too.
yeah, my first one was on my upper arm, and the same day I got number two on my shoulder blade.
Oh. Yeah, I want a Dia de los Muertos skull girl on my
Yeah,
right shoulder to start my sleeve.
yeah, I have a little bit of everything. Like I have like parts of my parts of my body that I've like designated to certain things. Like my right leg is um, dragons. My left leg is Celtic. My uh, right arm is kind of a what do you want to call it? The things that I like most, and then my left arm is my family arm, where I have like all my children's heritage is tattooed on me, and then my heritage, their mother's heritages, no names except for the children, because you should never put a woman's name on your body. It's like the worst luck in the world. Now, if that woman is your mother or your grandmother, that's different. Tribute,
Yeah.
tribute tattoos are different. But
Yeah. My oldest daughter got a teacup with her great grandmother's. So she had a picture of her great grandmother's handwriting, and
right,
she had that tattooed on her forearm.
oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that turned out nice. I was surprised. I've just never been a big fan of them. But I love the artwork. The artwork is amazing.
Yeah,
So I got 22 flower done. Sorry, 20 flower done.
and you're
And
already
that
at the.
maxed out.
Yep, you're
Yep.
already at your 29.9. Yep.
Yeah. Pissed. Ah, that sucks.
You need that other 5 points of farming. You better get to planting something somewhere.
That's what I'm gonna go do. I'll take some, see what I can plant. I think it's carrots.
I was gonna say find some of the crap seed in there, and over here, remember where you went down and picked those mulberries? There's a lot of open soil down there that you could just plant until you're 55. And if
Yeah,
you,
there's a bunch here too, eh?
yeah, I mean, if you want to plant,
That
as a matter of fact, right outside the gate, if you want to plant in all
yeah.
that soil, plant it. And then if you want to harvest it, harvest it. If you don't, we'll just let it wither and replant when we get
Flax
to it.
or
Whatever. Yeah, whatever.
flax. At least flax will be usable, right?
Yeah, yeah,
The
because
stems.
we can just take a horse cart over there and load it up and bring it back for Indy to process it.
There are empty things in here like chest, a couple barrels.
Yep.
You want those moved?
Just set them outside, and I'll figure out what we're gonna use them for. Because we
Okay.
need, I'm gonna need a lot. Like Indy's gonna need more for crap. Because as soon as I get the large horse stable up, that thing is gonna produce crap hand over fist.
Okay. I'll put them under the stairs of the keep right now.
Yeah, I'm already breeding 86 quality horses.
Oh yeah, do you have an extra horse now?
Oh yeah, you want a horse issued? I can issue you a horse.
Yeah, I haven't gotten a horse yet.
Yeah, you haven't been on that much, and you definitely
Yeah,
weren't
I
on
know.
when I issued the others.
Yeah, my
But
friend is now Floyd, so I'm gonna be playing this a bit more too.
that's cool, dude. I mean, like I tell everybody, you know, I'm not gonna force you to play. I'm gonna ask you to do things. If they don't get done, then I'll find somebody else that'll do it.
More or less yourself.
Pretty much.
This what is it like 92 quality hardwood log? Do you want that to stay in right now?
Yeah, there's a 92 hardwood log. You actually can set that over by the regional warehouse. Basically,
Regional warehouse is the one butted up against the.
yes.
Okay.
Oh, and we found out something interesting. Instead of toting logs and shit
You put them on the
everywhere,
horse cart.
yeah.
I was there when you explained it
Oh,
to I
okay.
think Soul.
Okay.
Yeah, I was on at that moment.
Yeah, Soggy
So the
found out
horse
like,
cart holds them?
oh yes. Okay, so get this. The horse carts have two inventories. They have the internal regular inventory like every container does. And then they have a placeables inventory that's 12 slots. Each item takes up a different number of slots. A log takes up 2. So you can carry 6 whole logs in a cart as well as the 3,000 internal inventory.
Okay.
Oh, sweet.
Sorry
Yeah.
to interrupt here. So the wardrobe is staying in the warehouse, yes?
Yeah, you can have that ward.
You don't
So
care about a bark box?
no, I don't give a
Okay.
fuck about a
Then I'll
bark.
move the barrel out, and then I'll move my stuff in.
Yeah, just the chests and the barrels, the 2 wardrobes, because you've got your wardrobe.
Yeah.
So you'll have 2 wardrobes in there, and you can just use those to just store your repair stuffs.
Yeah.
I'm not quite high enough in masonry to keep pushing my repair to help lighten the load on repair yet.
Oh, it doesn't bother me. It's just I need to be on more.
Well, I mean, I figure, you know, either you were getting bored or real
No.
life, so
Yeah, it's real life with trying to get my friend to play as much as he can. He's gonna be on ship, so he'll have some sort of internet, but
yeah, I don't know how.
none at all, really.
I don't know how much of the online gaming they allow them to do on the ship yet, because
Yeah.
we were never allowed when I was in.
Yeah.
We had
Well, the
internet
internet
access,
is shit,
but
he said.
oh yeah, it's because it's satellite. It's
Yeah.
satellite internet, so it's
Yeah.
you're not getting good ping no matter what.
Yep.
So if you're gonna play something, you're gonna want to hope for turn-based, because anything that takes real time, it ain't in real time anymore.
Okay, so can I borrow a horse cart to tote these logs into the warehouse that I'm going to cut down?
There should be, if you go to the south side of the camp where the canopies are, check those carts. Any of them that are empty, you can use. Just
Right.
make sure when you're done with it, you park it back under the canopy.
Okay, where would I get the horse from?
Let me grab one for you. That'll
I
be
don't want to.
it'll be your horse.
Okay.
Do 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 do. I'm tonight for Judgment Hour. There's not a lot of activity going on. There's a lot. I guess our allies. One of our allies has asked for support from the other allies. Okay, this one. All right. You get a 53 quality bitch. Do, 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 do. Now, here's the thing. The horse cart, if you take and you cut up 6 logs and put it in the inventory and then stack 6 logs on the cart, you can move a total of 12 logs at a time.
Okay.
There's your issued horse, sir.
Thank
So
you.
the best thing to do is when you log off, put
Put
it
them in.
put it in your trade post because
Yeah.
all of your characters can access it from there. Yeah, here soon I'm gonna be pumping out an assload of war horses just to get the skill up. But I'm waiting. I'm basically once my breeding pairs get too old, I'm storing them, and then once I have enough of them stored up, I'm gonna go ahead and pop pop my food up real good, and then pop a power hour and grind through Warhorse Handler, because right now I think Niz is only at like 5, and she needs to get to 30 before we can get hardy warhorses. But hardy warhorses take Knight 60 to ride. Which right now she's only like Knight 35. We had a squatter the other night that I ended up having to murder because I told him he needed to join or leave because you know, I'm not allowing, just random people to start building on the island, because if I do that, then we start getting overrun by people who have not the guild's interest. We can't have that. Gotta maintain positive control.
Anybody else getting a bit of a lag spike?
Yeah, I'm getting them here and there, little ones.
Okay.
It's probably the new day that just popped. Speaking of which,
Yeah, it could be.
oh yay, look at that. Ooh, the desert rats declared war on Ordum dos Cavaleros da Mayalua. Whoever they are. I don't speak of this language. Oops, wrong one.
Order of Cavalry of Myalua.
That's what I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's
I
what I
know
can guess.
that's what Cavalieros was the Cavaliers, cavalry.
Yeah.
But that's all I. And I don't know what Myalua is. I don't know. I'd have to look that up. And I don't feel like it. All right, get on horse. Go dump this. Actually, I'm gonna go down here and see if. Go see if this horse cart down
So
here.
the wardrobe closest to the door is the one that has the stuff in it that you're gonna clean out.
Okay. Ooh, it is full. Damn. Okay, I guess I'll just go outside and dump it. I have to smack Indy for leaving this cart in the middle of the road. I know it was him. Because it's got his horse in it.
What are these wooden palisade walls for?
That's gonna, once it's done, it'll completely close in the blacksmith area. So there'll be a gate on each end of it, and that'll
Wait.
be...
With the large warehouse?
Oh, those? Oh,
Yeah.
that's a training yard. So that I can set up archery targets where you can shoot at the archery targets and...
Not hit someone?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Okay, I haven't seen the walls of the blacksmith shop yet. I'm going over there just now.
Yeah.
Huh. What are these logs doing on the ground too? Are those for the walls?
Yeah, those are the ones that Indy dropped off to build some more palisades along there.
Okay.
Yep, me and Indy been terraforming fools, man. You should see how wide and how far Indy has friggin' gotten the coastal road width around the corner. It's crazy. Between him and Newcomb, there's already a narrow path all the way to the Southern Drifters' claim. Oh, and that reminds me, your alt still has his pending invite when you log him in.
Okay.
That way he's part of Holy Rollers. I'm curious if we're going to get messed with tonight because last night during Judgment Hour, our alliance declared war on all of the Ardent Maples guys. So we're expecting some feudal union blowback. That's still 4 hours away, though.
So how do you put the logs on the cart?
Walk up to the cart, look at the cart, and it'll say place in cart.
Okay.
And then when you want to take them out, there's an option when you right click on the cart to pull from cart.
Okay.
reminds me, I need to take another patrol around the island soon. There's way, way, way too much open forests that attract people. Like, oh, look at all this wood, man. I could build for days here. I'm actually surprised. I figured my wife and my mother and my wife's grandmother would have been back by now. I say that, and I think I just heard a door. That's funny. Do 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 do.
I will dig up these tree stumps after I cut all of them down. I'll make sure to get all of them.
Yep.
Trying to do these runs.
Holy crap. Looking at that pile in the daylight,
Mm.
I've picked up a lot of damn iron.
How many logs can this hold?
6.
6? Okay.
And each log takes up 2 slots of the 12 inventory.
Card is filled to 4 of 12 spaces.
$60.02.
Woo woo! There you go.
What?
I was just making sure that Soggy wasn't overly irritated with a situation that happened earlier.
User joined your channel.
Oh, whoa.
Should
Hello,
be
Soul.
soon. Right. Got a task for Indy when he gets on. One that he'll like because I know he wants to get some of his tailoring skill up. Holy mackerel, man. I can't believe. Alright, so I've moved 4 carts of iron already.
Hmm.
That's 12,000 iron.
What, 600 scoops?
This iron goes on for days. Oh, snap. I'm already full. Yeah, if you go back to grinding flour coal,
Yep.
you'll be to 60 in advanced farming in no time. There's more than enough low quality wheat seed over there for you to do that.
Yeah, I'm already at 41.
Yeah. 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 And you got to figure you're doing it without your power hour, right?
No, I actually flipped on when I came over here because it was actually up.
Oh, okay, okay.
So when I finished getting all those silk cocoons and brought and stored them and rode over, it had like 5 minutes left on it.
Oh. Do, 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 do. If I got somebody who wants Indy to make them a cook's outfit.
So then that I should be able to do the honey and the silk
Oh
too.
yeah, not just that. You'll also be able to start your cooking.
Ah, yes, that's true.
Check the durability on that kitchen over there. I'm not sure what it was at.
And if it is low and
Okay.
you're starting cooking, let me know because I'll go repair it. Right now I'm just trying to prep things.
Okay.
Yeah, I gave Russian
I'm just
plenty of
grinding some more
softwood.
wheat, so I'll give
What
you a
was that,
buzz.
Neo?
I said I gave Russian plenty of softwood. Well, not really plenty, but softwood, nevertheless.
It just get foggy,
Yes, yes, it did.
like a millisecond.
Yes, yes, it did. Bastards.
GOG.com. Where
What?
they GOG.com. They sell games.
GOGO?
Yeah.
Okay,
One of
sure.
the guys in my Facebook group for Bolt Action posted the old Close Combat series of games, PC
Yeah,
games.
yeah.
They just up they just released the Bridge Too Far for $7 Canadian. The complete set, which is the Gateway to Carentan, Bridge Too Far, Battle of the Bulge, Panthers in the Fog, and the Russian Front for $51 Canadian, which is the whole series.
I'm trying to remember.
1997 it came out
Goodness gracious.
from Atomic Games, which became Slytherin, or was part of Slytherin Limited.
Wow, I didn't even know they were in Harry Potter.
Yeah, I know, eh?
The Harry Potter jokes. Oh, God, no. Okay. Done with that one.
Well, it looks like they increased made the specs a bit better on it too. The system requirements: Windows 7 to 10, a 1.8 processor, 1 gig memory RAM, 1 gig memory recommended.
That must be a
DirectX 7 with compatible to 9 recommended, and 1 gig storage space.
that might be a they may have that may be like a remastered edition.
Yeah, that's what it sounds like, eh?
Yeah, if they up the machine specs, because that's definitely not 1997 machine specs. So
No.
that sounds like a remaster.
Yet it looks like the old game.
Hmm, interesting. I wonder if it's because it's running on DOSBox now, which is the DOS emulator. But
Yeah, but it doesn't say you need that.
well,
It's
no,
not listed in the specs required.
they don't necessarily have to because it could be part of the installation where you know how you have in a lot of games you have contribution folders, which is just different things that you have to have like DirectX and um, the net framework and things like that.
Oh, okay.
Redistributables, all of the VC redistributables and stuff like that. So it could be that they have something like that going on. Not positive. I would. It's another one of those things where you got to do the research before you can say for sure.
Beep, beep,
Oh God.
beep, 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 beep,
I see you over there
beep,
because I can see the dust coming off your horse
beep,
and your silhouette.
beep, beep,
Oh jeez.
beep.
Somebody shoot that guy.
Oh god. I don't want to run no one over.
Yeah.
To let them know I'm here.
I know. There's so many people over there with you right now. What is under this rock? Grass. Nice. I'm doing toxic. I feel like I'm doing toxic cleanup. Picking up all this iron. I feel like I need a hazmat suit. Do, 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 do. Ooh. Do, 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 do.
Okay, the kitchen is 7,538 of 14,400.
Oh, that means it's at half.
Are you gonna be working on it right now?
No.
Okay. Let me know before you start working on it, and I will start repairing it.
Okay.
How close are you to 90 anyway,
On
Russian?
78.5.
Okay. Well, so 12 points. Okay.
Yeah, when you put it like that, it doesn't seem too far. But when you start doing it, oh, it's a
oh,
bitch.
I know. Trust me. Do, do, do. Do, 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 do.
billets will be loose. $20 billets per log. Okay.
That's not too bad. As I say, those weren't horrible quality up there, so should have been pretty decent.
72 quality, but 200 wood.
Yeah, it's because that's the max you can get out of an apple tree is 200 wood.
Okay.
Oops.
My strength is at 31.99.
Neo, do you want me to pick that honey?
Sure, you can. And there's if you go in the farming warehouse, just to the left, there's a crate that's on top of a barrel. That's where the honey goes.
Okay.
I would imagine by now that they're all full, so you should get four per hive. $3K in the cart.
God damn, there's so many more apple trees to fucking cut down. Like, I've only just...
Yep.
I don't even put a dent in it.
Yep. Woohoo! Floating horse. I'm bewitched. Oh God! After dumping so much iron here already, just looking at how much bigger the copper pile is compared to the iron pile, it's like, oh God, we have so much fucking ore just, oh. Do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Refreshing. Ah, jeez. Damn it. That must be a coal.
Why?
I just heard a horse over near me.
Yeah, it was me.
Yeah. So I said it must be a coal. Must be. Coming over to play with the bees. Them dirty bees. Whew. Mm. How much you get out of them?
Just gonna start them now.
Oh, okay. I thought you had already pulled. I saw you running across.
I put my horse in the thing, so I didn't have to worry about it.
Das good.
$13?
From one?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So they just keep storing it. I thought they capped at 4. Okay. So you're gonna pull quite a bit of honey out of there.
Well, that one had 19. I'm getting about 0.05 per.
just a few. Just a few. Got any honey? Nope. Nope. Just a lot. Yeah, and it takes 60 cook to make it useful for the brewer. Because you have to actually make what's called brewed honey, which you have to be a cook to make the brewed honey, and then he can
Oh, okay.
and then he turns the honey into honey mead, or he turns the brewed
Holy
honey.
shit, that one had 31 in it. Holy crap.
The beehives may have been a little neglected recently. God. Oh. Oh, jeez. That's hilarious. That's absolutely hilarious.
Look up on this hill. If you're, are you still over by the? Yeah, I see you now.
Yeah.
Look up on this hill. All these logs just chilling.
Actually, the logs don't render from here,
They
but
don't.
but I can see the horse cart and you, and I can see
I
it.
don't.
I can see it after you pick up the log. I think
But
I have small. I think I have small objects render turned down. I keep meaning to go in and turn my render distances back all the way up to I can see you from across the map, and I just haven't.
oh, my horse is floating.
That's what mine is. Whenever you park the horse cart on on an angle or something, it tends to not sit on the ground.
Horse cart don't give no fuck.
No, it don't. It's just like I do what I want.
Oh, I had to caption this black woman who sounded like she was from Chicago, who couldn't speak properly at over 280 words per minute, nonstop.
What?
Yeah, it was. I was about ready to shoot myself. I had cottonmouth too. Oh my lord.
I don't think I could do your job, dude.
Has anybody here been watching the Olympics today?
No.
No.
I did a little earlier, not really that much.
My problem
Has
is,
America got any gold yet?
I don't think there's. Has there been anything final today?
Yes. There's a
Yeah,
few
there was.
Netherlands and stuff like that I've seen. I haven't seen anything on American, but I don't know if the internet has everything up to par.
Yeah, it does. Netherlands finished 1, 2, 3 in the short track speed skating.
Yeah, they swept that. It's the biggest story I've
Freaking
read so far.
unbelievable.
I know we got. It was close, but we lost to China on the mixed doubles curling. That was the only thing. That's the only thing that I watched so far.
I
And
hope America does well, because if America doesn't do too good in the Olympics, that's going to set a tone, unfortunately, around the world. And I'm scared of that. I don't think it. I hope it doesn't, but it would, in my opinion, because it'd be the first time in a while, I believe. But we haven't done the snowboarding yet either, I don't think, and all that stuff.
No, not all of it started yet.
I'm kind of curious.
254, honey.
Jesus. It's a lot of honey. Yeah, I'm gonna have to brew that up for E-Rock so he can make some mead.
In the little cart, right?
Crate.
Great.
No, when you go inside the actual warehouse, there's a crate in there, but I don't think that crate's not going to take 254 honey. So you may have to put it in the. Look for one of those barrels and see which one of the barrels is empty, and just let me know which one you put it in. I can just look for it too.
I like how they changed where and how small the how much the inventory is.
Oh yeah.
Now you can actually read it.
Yep. That was one of the changes they did Wednesday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Somewhere around there.
It's in the bottom of the 4 barrels.
All right.
So the crate is full, and it's in the bottom of the 4 barrels right next to the crate.
Cool.
And there I brought up advanced farming to 62.
Nice. That means you can extract silk filaments. Because they changed it
Yeah, I'm
back.
gonna try that.
They changed it back to 60. So, yeah, all those cocoons that you harvested earlier, you can just extract them. And Indy has a barrel by the loom in the warehouse or in the barn that he does the tailoring in, that you can just throw them bad boys right in after you turn them into the cocoon, turn them into the actual silk filaments.
Where's Ari that we have to talk to his dog?
Work.
Oh, okay.
That's okay. It was funny yesterday. Soul put his name as "No, I won't talk to your dog." All right. Cut that stream for a